I am a single divorced mother of 3. I've been spending the last few years trying to create a safe environment for them, and we have a blast together, the 4 of us. We're the 4 Musketeers, so.
Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, you guys, this is some fresh old tea, if that makes sense. Hopefully it'll make sense in just a second. I saw this post in the TLC Sister Wives subreddit and I just really wanted to talk about it because I have never heard this before. I've never heard this discussed before. And there are so many questions regarding the demise of Robyn's first marriage and so much speculation as to what happened there because it's just literally not talked about. Robyn vaguely will hint at abuse from time to time, but there's no specifics. No one really knows what happens. And of course, Robyn's ex-husband has never spoken out. And then, with the subsequent adoption that entailed terminating his parental rights, it really just leaves fans to speculate what really went down in those 9 years. Well, so this was posted on Reddit, and the title of the post is a 2010 comment on fans of reality TV. Now, apparently this is an archived website, so the original poster actually posted the link via the Wayback Machine. And so let's give some context here to this conversation. The post was originally posted on this Fans of Reality TV forum, October 15th, 2010. So keep in mind that season 1 of Sister Wives premiered September 26th, 2010. So viewers had only seen a couple episodes of this show at the time. I think that they were, the Sister Wives were involved in specials previously, but this was their big series premiere. So this person posted, I had an interesting chat with a friend of mine yesterday who grew up in this family. She and I have been friends for a few years, and I knew that she grew up in this lifestyle and that she ran away at 14 or 15. She lives a, quote, normal life now in Salt Lake City. She's still close to her family, but I would never go back to that way of life. Let's call her friend. That's how she's going to be known as in this conversation. Another one of our friends, friend 2, got in on the conversation. Her grandfather was the, quote, prophet until recently. Most of these people come from the Allred family. Allred is the predominant surname in the, quote, clan, and that is common knowledge here. And she specifies they are not affiliated with people like Warren Jeffs and others like him. Here are some bits and pieces of our conversation. I brought up the fact that this family was going on Oprah today, and this is the subsequent conversation. Of course, I'm not mentioning her name, but she is fine with me talking about it. I also brought up some of the concerns that have been addressed here. So this show was already being talked about when it was just fresh. Friend, my relatives, JD, they crack me up. Now, JD is the original poster of this conversation. Yes, they embarrass me. Friend, yup, Christine is such a drama queen. She always has been. Friend 2, wait, you are related to them too? Friend, yes, Mary Barber is my cousin. Christine Allred is also my cousin. Second friend, LOL, right on. Friend, Cody is from Wyoming. Didn't know him too well. JD, that show is over the top. Friend, and the newbie wife is from Montana. I knew her ex-husband. What's up with the new girl anyway? She seems to have some trauma. Serious. Friend, her husband was bad news. He got way into the porn world and got sicko pervy. He wanted her to do things. JD, yikes. Friend, he worked her emotionally bad. JD, yeah, I wondered why every conversation made her cry. Friend, yeah, she's an emotional wreck. I feel bad for her. Christine is always going to be a pain in the ass to her. Christine always has to be the center of attention. Friend, regardless, she's not first wife. Friend, they are getting a lot of shit from the clan. They are pissed that they went public. They don't like the attention. JD, yeah, I've been reading some of that. Friend, which is why they got pissed when I was on the radio talking about it. Friend was on a local station where she interned and was interviewed about her previous lifestyle. JD, really? Wow, it's not like you were lying and you were speaking from personal experience. Friend, yeah, but they don't like any attention because a lot of them are in high positions in SLC and no one knows, or they are afraid of it hurting or losing their businesses. JD, so this show definitely hasn't helped. Out of staters that I know are confused by the whole idea. Friend, yeah, the quote prophet told them not to. I think it was for the money. I hope this is helpful in shedding some light on what was going on inside. So a couple things that I find interesting about this conversation is the Browns on the show go to great lengths to differentiate themselves from other polygamous Mormon sects. But reading this, I actually see a lot of similarities. They have like a head prophet who runs the show. There's a lot of interfamilial marrying going on. Lots of secrecy, lots of wanting to keep out of the public eye, and lots of talk about different people running away from this sect when they were, teenagers. And if you read, I will link the Reddit thread where this was posted so you can read people's comments. This was posted fairly recently. So I'm assuming as the day goes on, the older the post gets, the more conversation that will be had amongst the posts. But one of the prevailing thoughts was that this should be taken with a grain of salt. And I totally co-sign that. Of course, we have not had Robyn or her ex-husband give any kind of specifics as to what caused the end of their marriage. He ended up filing for divorce. There was a clause in their divorce filing saying neither should consume copious amounts of alcohol in the presence of the children, and that led to a lot of speculation. But Robyn and her ex-husband themselves have not shed any light whatsoever on the demise of their first marriage, which lasted 9 years and produced 3 children. I do find it interesting, however, that someone from allegedly, I'll say allegedly, from the same sect, the AUB, who knew Mary, or is actually related to Mary and Christine, and I think they're all kind of related to each other in some way. I'll have to go back. Someone once laid out like a really concise family tree so you can see how all of this is happening. Nothing illegally related, but definitely interfamilial marriages happening on. This also was like as the show was premiering. So there was a lot of chatter, and it's hard to sometimes remember that far back, over a decade. When this show premiered, what a hot topic it was, and just everybody wanting to know more information, and kind of how the conversation about the Brown family has evolved over the years. It used to be much more focused on their religious upbringings, and really one of the most interesting things that I have found about Sister Wives in general is that they have largely abandoned the religious narrative of the show, and we see Cody getting further and more cynical towards polygamy, and we see Christine just outright say polygamy is not for her anymore. They no longer have their Sunday self-church services, which produced Robyn's cringy purity speech. It's just really interesting to me to be able to go back and be able to see some of the conversation about the show in 2010. So anyways, you guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. Again, I'll link the Reddit comment thread that this was generated by so that if you have any thoughts, you can share them there. You can share them in the comments of this video as well. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Reality Squad, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.